Right, let me see if this is working. See how long it takes me to hear myself say that intro. I just heard it, so that's what the stream delay is looking like. Welcome, meme number. You're the first one here. I think meme number is imitating the magpie on the screen with his eyes. Morning, Nick. I just hit the mic, sorry. What do you mean you can't see me? I'm literally on the screen. This table's a damn mess. What on earth is this? Big day of sport, yeah. I got a day off work today, as I got the whole weekend off, including today. Nice 3 days off. Essendon currently on the list for conceding 26 points. I don't know about that one. I feel like Collingwood normally beat them, like, most of the time anyway. Collingwood are all over Essendon right now. '41 is on tonight. Yeah, but '41 is just practice today. Qualifying tomorrow, and then the actual race is on Sunday. Goal, Harrison. It's 32. Magpies on fire. Hello, Ravinia. Welcome. How am I? I'm good. How are you? Behind for the Dons. Another miss for Essendon. I think I tipped Collingwood, as far as I remember. I'm going to check right now. Yeah, I tipped Collingwood. I tipped 7 home teams. The 2 away teams I tipped were Western Bulldogs and Sydney. Anyone big playing Wimbledon today? I haven't even checked any Wimbledon results so far. Alcaraz. Well, Monfils is still going, yeah? No mark for Collingwood. What are Essendon doing, man? Just awful today. Anyone here use Fusion 360? What is that? Is that Gillette? Is that the razor blade? What's Fusion 360 if it's not razor blade? Stringer Mark. That was good play. What's Fusion 360? It's a computer software. Oh. I definitely have not used that then, whatever that is. When you said Fusion, I just thought of the razor blade. Because I got a Gillette Fusion Pro Glide, but I'm just like, is there a new blade out called 360? What's going on? I like this camera angle from the cameraman is on the field, right? That's a pretty good angle for the Stringer set shot. What if he missed it so badly, stayed on the field? Then the cameraman's in trouble because he could get hit by the ball. I'm assuming the Euros later. Yes, for sure. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So my plan for the weekend is simply watch this AFL game, and then probably record some videos and eat some food, and then watch the Euros. Today is Spain v Germany and Portugal France, 2 massive games. Tomorrow there's 2 AFL games at this time, and then do whatever, and then Euros games, England, Switzerland tomorrow, and what's the other one? Netherlands, Turkey. And then Sunday I'm going to the British Grand Prix F1. I'm off on a day trip. So it's a good weekend ahead. The Monday back to work. Hello, Mars. Welcome. You've been sick for the last 8 days. We're getting better now. Not that much better because you're losing by a few points, mate. That case video was glorious. Well, you know, it was requested and we did it. Next one might be to do live stupid videos because I've not heard a better suggestion than that. You watched it and went and ordered 21 pieces bucket chicken from KFC. 21 pieces, jeez. I've never ordered that much. I think the highest I've ever ordered is 10. What do you mean, what job? If you've been paying attention, the closing day is July. At the end of July. For a second I thought Langford messed up that mark. Surely should go for the shot, yeah. I love it as a laptop on the side of the field. Like, it could so easily get hit by a ball at any point in the game. Okay, that was not the greatest kick. Don't even know if it was a shot. Good afternoon, Mr. Cat. Showing me how nice and easy, Mark. Just makes it look like he's playing a game on beginner level. How has got the goal? It's a good shot as well. Good Mark Langford. Was that going in anyway? I don't know, but it's good to be safe, I guess. There you go. Collingwood caught off guard there. Good goal from Essendon. Stay in the game. Nice from Bobby Hill. Not the best kick. Got a chance for winning this week. It's definitely possible on current form, so we'll see how it goes. I think it can be. I think it'll be quite close. Maybe a bit less bad weather this time as well. The media is suggesting Hawks win the flag from 8th. The media are off their heads, mate. If we're lucky, maybe we'll play a prelim, but go all the way to the flag. Let's calm down. Give it a few years, maybe, but let's calm down now, especially from 8th. Commentators like big turnouts, even though it's a cold winter on a Friday night. Yeah, it's also Collingwood Essendon, mate. That tends to bring people into seats, mate. I think this game was always going to get a high attendance, my friend. Good mark, good mark. Well, this should be a guaranteed goal, and Essendon are within 8 points. It is truly game on, especially after that first quarter. Still more than half of this quarter left, though. The only teams that are undefeated in the last 5 games are Hawthorn and Carlton. Kind of ironic. Oh, really? You did a prediction earlier today, and at the end, Hawthorn finished 5th. It's ambitious, mate. If we win against Geelong, then there's definitely an opportunity there, because looking at it, Melbourne are struggling. Gold Coast can't win away. The Giants have fallen off. The Bulldogs are just the Bulldogs. They don't. They either turn up or they don't, and they're not consistent enough. Brisbane have found their form back, but we're still yet to see where they will last. But clearly the bye round has helped them. Port Adelaide are very dodgy. I'm surprised they're even 7th. Surprised they're not lower than that. And obviously Geelong are there, and if we beat Geelong, obviously we're equal with them. So there is opportunity there, for sure. But, yeah. Good goal. Unfortunately, it's Collingwood. It's a very good goal as well. Unfortunately, it's Collingwood, though. Video job is what? CAD. What's CAD? Because he needs Vision 360. He does 3D. When he said CAD, I was thinking of like caddy, like golf caddy. Hawthorn 15 to 8 ended at a prediction, meaning you tipped them to lose just one more game. I'm not sure about that one, mate. Let me see our fixture. There's the first alarm of the day. I think Geelong is there's no guaranteed win there, despite their bad form. But we can beat them, but there's definitely no guarantee there. I think we'll beat Freo. Collingwood again, the chances of us beating them are low. I feel. I think we can beat Adelaide away. We'll see. Sometimes they do turn up, but they've had a largely bad season. We have won away at the Giants quite often, even when we've been bad. So I have faith in that game. We can beat Carlton. It depends which Carlton turns up. We'll beat. I hope we smash Richmond again. Beat them by what 80 points last time. Let's have it by 100 this time. Yeah, North. Yeah, okay. You have us losing one of these games, just one. I'm not sure I see it, mate. To be honest, I'm not sure I see it. But the fixture list ain't too hard. For some reason, I thought we had Sydney to play. We don't. We've got Sydney out of the way, and they bloody smashed us. We have to play them. Normally, we have to play them twice. Normally, we play them twice. I guess not this year. By the way, I was just reading up. Was you asking me that, Ravinia, when you said, "Where have I been?" I just read that comment, and that was like 20 minutes ago. Hawks they just lost to Paz end of the season. Yeah, we're like a bogey team for them, to be fair. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just that it's still a tough one. It's still tough to say, oh, we're gonna beat Collingwood. It's just like they definitely can't be too sure about that. Which game do you have us losing? Oh yeah, Ravinia. It was because I went to Austria. I booked this like last year, but I'm going to 3 F1 races in a row. I've done 2 already. I did Spain 2 weeks ago. Did Austria. Now I'm going Silverstone Sunday. But yeah. I flew on Saturday. The race was on Sunday, and I came back on Monday night. So like that's 3 days of Euros I missed. The Portugal game happened on the way home from the airport for me. Like penalties happened when I was I still wasn't home yet. Good goal, very good goal. Now it's only 2 points. There's still 2.5 quarters left. That's the best thing about it. Time is not flying too fast today, which I'm not complaining about. It might have been Giants. That's the game you had us to lose. So you got us beating Geelong and Collingwood. Interesting. Like for me, looking at the Adelaide and Giants games, I think we'll lose one of those 2 games. Which one, I don't know. But I think we'll lose one of those 2 games. We'll beat Richmond, North and Freo. But for me, those are the only 3 guaranteed wins there. It'll be funny if we've lost all 3 now. Now I've said that. I've jinxed it. Freo beat Sydney. They picked out the easy game. Richmond beat Sydney as well. We beat Richmond by 80 points. Freo in Tasmania is an easier game than Geelong, Collingwood, or Carlton at the MCG. For us, but from our perspective. Also, Freo are the exact type of team that would beat Sydney, lose to Hawthorn. Like that is that's the most Freo typical thing of all time. find. I don't think anybody's gonna Google dick on Google, mate, to be honest. Not the best kick there. Time in front, Collingwood 41-30, Essendon 5 minutes 10. Will Essendon get back in front right now? No, they won't, because they missed. Not the easiest angle in fairness, but I would have thought he'd do a better kick than that. Like you knew that was a miss as soon as he kicked left his boot. Watch Cardi's video, and apparently Essendon North Melbourne early teams have no wins against teams in the top 8. Really? In fairness, the Dons have got a draw against Collingwood, but that's not just interesting stat. Obviously, North Melbourne makes sense anyway because they've only won a game. But yeah, I'm surprised with Essendon a little bit, I guess. Against Sydney away, they scored 101 points. Just Sydney scored 131. There's a guaranteed Collingwood goal, unfortunately. What if the Dogs get in the 8 this round? Does that mean Essendon's win against them counts, or does that not compute? Essendon beaten 9th and 10th. Undefeated at Marvel. Most of the games are at Marvel until the end of the season. I made a video on that before the season started. Essendon and St Kilda have got like a Richmond-like fixture list for the rest of the season, the second half of the season. Like neither teams leaves Melbourne that much. Davidoff loves Essendon. I do not, mate. I just prefer them to Collingwood. Yeah. Apart from the draw, they've lost every game to top 8 teams. The current top 8, anyway. Because the Giants were in the top 8 at one point. So were the Dogs, I'm fairly certain. And I just feel as the Dogs have been hovering in that area between 8th and 10th the whole season. Like, if you go from here, there's Essendon and St Kilda. So you got Marvel, you got Optus here, you got Tasmania, Marvel, MCG, MCG. Okay, you got Optus in round 12 for St Kilda, Essendon away at Gold Coast in round 12. Marvel, MCG, you got Gabba there. Marvel, MCG, MCG, Marvel. You got the Oval here, MCG, Marvel, MCG, Marvel. I got Gabba there and Marvel. And even like Essendon leave Marvel in round 24, but then it's rigged. What they did was they hacked into Richmond's system, right, and they stole Richmond's fixture list, and they split it into two. That's what it's daylight robbery by the Saints and the Dons. Probably good for the Dons though, considering it increases their chances of the 8, I guess. But it's a big advantage. Like, I don't think Essendon leave Melbourne until round 24. I made a video about this before the season even started. I was just like, how many games in Melbourne? Like, they won't have any, travel tiredness. Like, they'll still be tired in terms of, playing a whole season, but, it's not like they have to go interstate every 2 weeks, if that makes sense. There you go. Half time. Bro said, Geelong, we will win. I thought you were a Port Adelaide fan, mate. Actually, you are a Geelong fan, actually, because when Port Adelaide were beating Geelong, you were crying at the GMHBA. Not guaranteed to make the 8, we're guaranteed to get into the 8. But Bulldogs fall out, you will not beat Power, Mr. Cat. I mean, Port Adelaide are pretty bad, so Western Bulldogs can beat them. It's not impossible. But then again, the Bulldogs are just so inconsistent. You just don't know, you don't know which one turns up. But like, look, the Western Bulldogs can beat this. The Western Bulldogs can beat this. I'm. Is that if they turn up, it's definitely possible that the Western Bulldogs can beat a team that only just beat St Kilda and lost those 3 games. And the Lions are improving in fairness, but losing by that much at home is pretty significant. The Giants are struggling; they still beat Port. Then you got the Carlton loss as well. I mean, Carlton playing better this season anyway, but still. I feel like the Bulldogs can beat that, but they can also lose to that. Because that's the Bulldogs, you don't know with them. I feel like the only team more unpredictable is Fremantle. What are the Dogs' next 4 games? Port Adelaide, Carlton, Geelong, Sydney. Well, good luck. The last 4 don't look that bad though. The last 4, you got the Giants last. That doesn't look that bad. If you can survive till then, you never know. 10:15. It's normally 10:40 on Friday. Why they make it earlier? Tomorrow's games 10:30 and 11:10. They're not too bad. Yeah, definitely not watching any of these 4:45 games. Wouldn't wake up anyway. No, I was gonna say like, you know, I think the Dogs can definitely beat Port, but it depends on the Bulldogs. I feel like if the Bulldogs lose it because they didn't perform. But this is what I said about Sydney Freo last week, so I'm kind of hesitant to say something like that because last week I literally said Freo can't beat Sydney. I said it in last week's stream. In the what game was I watching? Brisbane Melbourne. Was it Brisbane Melbourne? I can't remember. Last Friday night's game, right? I said Freo can't beat Sydney. If Freo beats Sydney, it'll be because Sydney let them win. Look how that turned out. So maybe I just have a jinxing power. I don't know. Who could have imagined Freo beating Sydney and Dogs committed them just 2 games ago? Yeah, well, that's just Freo, innit? Why do I keep closing the AFL page? Checking if Freo got next. Freo got Richmond next. No, they won't lose to Richmond, but it would be so Freo to like beat Sydney, lose to Richmond. I'm tempted to go and get food. I've got some food ready. It's just I wanted to eat after the game. I'm very hungry. You know what? I will get food, but I'm gonna leave the mic on because I'm not ready going far. Wait, what? Davidoff's happy with Keir Starmer. Says who? Bro, I don't. My mindset with that election was, I'm happy that the Conservatives are out, but I'm not happy with the new party either. It's just like I don't trust either of them. So we'll leave it at that. I'll be back. Definitely don't trust Starmer, mate. That guy is all sorts of wrong. Sorry for the delay in me getting back. Just getting some nice salmon. Red shirt, red pie. You what, mates? Do I believe North Melbourne? You what? Appears to be everything you ran on being stable. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I always hope whoever's voted in, I always hope that they actually run the country well, but you know, there's a lot of lack of trust. Then again, there isn't a party that I particularly trust, so I don't know. But yeah, the current party's been in charge 14 years, they've run the country to the ground. So I guess it can't get worse, but we don't just need not worse, we need much better. So we'll see how he does, but I don't know. Five years to be elected is too long. Yeah, that's fair. Australia's about 3 years. Yeah, 3 years is definitely a better system. To be fair, this year's one's not even meant to happen. They called an election. I don't know what year it was supposed to happen, but it wasn't meant to be this year either. But yeah, I guess technically, if Labour decide they want to call an earlier election, they can. I've just seen KFC advertising non-bun burgers. You guys get twisted on July 11th. We gotta wait till the 17th, I think. 19th. Flip's sake. You have any ideas for next member milestone? Well, apparently it's live stupid idiots, because like 2 people said that now. But we'll see, I guess. Rent a billboard with me advertising my channel to get more members. Rent a billboard. You know how much that would cost me? What budget do you think I have, sir? It's a good idea if I had a budget for that. $20 push-ups. You never push a shout out one member. I already said I didn't agree to 20 push-ups on its own. What makes you think I'd agree to that one? A billboard is worth chump change. No, it's not. It's definitely not, mate. I guarantee you that. They range from £200 to £2,000 per week. How is that chump change? 200, even at the low price, £200 a week is like that's 800 a month, mate. Digital billboards cost £1,000 a week. There's the digital ones though. But your normal billboards, at least £200 a week. Chop change. Alright, mates. Relax. Jay Summers says David is a sexy man. Okay. Your birthday, April 9th, 2025. Behind for Stringer. Oh yeah, the gather round is just after your birthday. Making money back with the members. No, I wouldn't. You think putting me on a billboard will get me the member money back? Considering I get like what 70% of the membership, so I need more. I need like 300 members or something to break even. I think you're having a laugh. You're off your head. The math ain't mathing. And it's based on 1 week of billboard. Another behind for the Dons. Go to a cat cafe. Oh, there's a thing. I'll make millions of members. No, I won't, mate. $1, that's at least 1 million. No, it's not. I get 70% of it, mate. How would I get 1 million if it's 1 million members? I would get less than that. And second, I wouldn't get a million anyway. I'd be lucky to get 10. It would be a waste of time to get a bloody billboard. Why would I get a loan? I'm not going to get a loan for a YouTube billboard. That's just that you're having a laugh. Run a promotion, save someone to join, saves them for 3 months, run win for $10,000. Yeah, I ain't doing that, mate. Am I eating VideoMic? I literally said I was eating salmon like 5 minutes ago, mate. I guess it needs to do better with their inside 50s. Oh, Collingwood giving the possession back to them. Then just declared Davidoff Films won the prize. I think it's pretty obvious that's my second channel, so how would that work? That's 50 meters. It's coming home. I hope so, mate. Ricky Essendon. Was almost a mark anyway, but he's given the high free. It's even. You heard the UK had the easiest fixture. The UK, first of all, Wales didn't qualify, Northern didn't qualify, Scotland are eliminated, so that's the UK have not got the easiest fixture because 3 of them are not in the tournament anymore. So I think you mean England. Easiest fixture of all time. Yeah, we've got an easier fixture than most teams, yes. But having said that, our opponents tomorrow are the team that eliminated Italy. So, got to be wary of that. Plus, we've been struggling. So, I think Mr. Cat is high on drugs at this point. Go Bombers, they are ahead. Excuse me. It would be so rich if you took my financial advice. No, I'd be homeless, mate. Asking me to spend money on a billboard to get no members. That's a high tackle. It's a silly free kick to give away, man. You're on the attack. Yes, Collingwood are going to get possession back, but you don't need to, like, bring him down like that. What is that sign? There's a sign on the bench. He's holding up a controller with an emoji on it, and an American NFL ball. I mean, it's a Sharon, but it looks more like an NFL ball from that angle, and an emoji next to it, and it's in the shape of a controller. What does that mean? To be fair, I guess it's like a secret code for something. I don't think people are meant to know what that means, apart from the people on the team. I'm still curious, though. It's foreshadowing. No, it's not, mate. Ten minutes to go in this quarter. If Essendon can get this off this Collingwood error, would be a huge goal in the context of the game. What is that? Oh, for flip's sake. They could have been 13 points ahead, they're 8 points ahead. Could be better than that, though. Collingwood making errors, though. Making errors more and more. Definitely opportunity for Essendon to get something better. Did I vote for one of the joke parties? I'm not going to say I voted for, mate. Only one person in the world knows who I voted for. And it's not even my mum. Actually, there are two people in the world, because I know. So me and someone else. I'm far too harsh on Southgate. Okay, buddy. Croatia 2018, Netherlands 2019, Italy 2021. He made the exact same mistakes in all three games. He has clearly shown he can't win the big one. So what's the point in keeping him? If we want to go all the way, he's not the guy to do it. He's the guy to get us there. He's not the guy to get us to the line. He's a bit like Arteta. Arteta can go all the way to the end of the season, but can't win the Premier League. In the same way, Southgate cannot win the big game. He made the exact same mistakes in 3 games within 4 years. 2 semi-finals and a final. He doesn't learn, and it in this tournament he still doesn't learn. Except the difference is he's making these errors in the first few games. That normally doesn't happen. We normally get a bit further first, and then we start flopping. We need extra time to beat Slovakia. Our group, no one won a game. No one has won a game in our group except for us. We won one game in that group. That's it. Everyone else didn't win a single game. Like the second place got 3 points. There are teams with 4 points that got eliminated, but we had arguably the weakest group in the whole comp. Like what's going on? And then we're struggling against flipping Slovakia, man. Why are you mad at the manager? What about the player skills and effort? Yeah, but granted, some players are playing badly, but the manager decides the tactics. The manager is the one that decides that the Premier League Player of the Year, literally the guy who won the award for the Premier League Player of the Year, is in the wrong position. He's not playing him in his strongest position, which makes zero sense. We're playing a right back at left back because for some reason he decided I'm going to call up one left back for the whole squad and he's injured. So we got right back at left back. One of our best defenders, Trent Alexander-Arnold, does not play. He's on the bench for some reason. We have a left winger called Gordon. He doesn't play. Instead, we play Foden there. Foden is Premier League Player of the Year. He should be playing in his preferred position. Left wing is not his position. So we're playing the Premier League Player of the Year in the wrong position. We're playing a right back and left back. We're not bringing a player on who actually should be in the right position. It's just the tactics are all wrong. He's got to change something. He's got to change something in the next game. I don't know how Palmer doesn't play. Flipping. Like he should at least be. I'm not saying he should start, but he should be getting more minutes than he does. What is that? What happens if this game is a draw? They both get 2 points, mate. That's what happens. That is the PlayStation logo. How's that a PlayStation logo? You think the PlayStation logo has a smile on its face? What are you talking about? Hello, cat. How you doing? Welcome. I don't think the PlayStation logo has a smile and a Sharon on it, mate. A draw is definitely possible right now. Has that ever happened in a home and away season to play each other twice and both games were draws? I would be very surprised if it has happened, to be fair. It would be crazy if it has. It's possible right now. A couple of years ago, Collingwood drew on Queen's birthday, and the second match, Collingwood won by a point. Well, that's as close as it gets, I guess. I don't think any team has had more than 2 draws in the season, so Collingwood, if they draw tonight, might have 3 draws. Yeah, also possible. Got a mark for the Dons. The D player dropped a mark 2 meters out, 1 second left and touching the ground. There you go. Bombers got a 13-point lead. I think they've been good since the second quarter. First quarter was Collingwood just being a lot better. Dons have worked hard since then, though. Behind for Collingwood, that was not too far off. Pies on the Premiership that year after drawing grand final. Now the margin is aligned for a draw. So points, 2 goals in a draw. Yeah, but there's a whole quarter left, mate. I think there'll be a bit more than 2 goals. What was that? Free kick. Langford free kick. That was a great play, you know. And they're going to get a goal from it. It was almost an incredible mark as well to finish it off. Has anyone hit Maynard tonight? not that I know of. Go Langford. 18-point lead. But those Collingwood fans look so stressed. Someone should tap him on the arm, then watch him stage. Remember in round 12 where Sam Darcy absolutely knocked the wind out of him? That was rude, but it was really giving a suspension when everyone knew that was karma for Maynard. Bobby Hill behind. 29 seconds on the clock. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. 17 points, a whole quarter to go. Look, there's been essentially well, at one point in the game, Magpies led by 23 points. So, Essendon have worked hard over the game, and we'll see if they can keep up their form of the last 2 quarters. Tonight you paid $200 for the vets to sedate your cat to give her an enema to flush out piled up poo. Well, that sounds nice. I'm happy I've eaten already. I was eating food during that quarter. That was also the round where the umpires were like going to ruin the Rising Star by suspending the two favourites for the award. Give me a sec. Let me just put this plate in the sink. I'll be right back. Constipated cats are not fun, they're expensive. She had the same issue, except she nearly died coming out of anesthesia. She vomited, went into cardiac arrest, and it cost $8,000. Damn. Time for last quarter. Tried the soccer there. Oh! Goal! Another mistake by the Magpies. They're turning over. There's a lot of turnover over to Essendon. Collingwood keep either missing marks or kicking it to the wrong place. They've been punished a few times. Maybe could have been punished more as well. "23 points. 19-17 on the clock. Could this be Essendon's first win against the top 8 team? Even though they've beaten 9th and 10th. So you never know. One of them could be in the 8 by the end of the round. What's wrong with Indigenous uniforms? They got some nice tradition to them, and they look nice generally. Especially for Collingwood. Bloody, it's a big improvement. So if Essendon can kick this, and Collingwood really struggling and struggling defensively. They're normally a lot more organised, you know. That's what you're used to seeing from them. But I know they lost the first 3 games, but like they still were in good form after that. But the last few weeks, they look more and more dodgy again. They must think I'm in Australia again. Another goal for the Bombers. 29. That's a good lead to have. Still almost the whole quarter left anyway. There's 18 on the clock. Exactly. So it's like more or less a whole quarter. So there's still a lot can happen. 29 might not be enough, but it could be enough. Especially with the amount of errors Collingwood are making at the moment. And Essendon actually taking advantage this time. I feel like in the last few quarters, they've had a few shots that they could have done better with. Would be funny if Essendon win, however the ladder's adjusted and Collingwood step out and Gold Coast or someone slides in, they wouldn't have been in the top 8 side. Maybe. If Essendon win, Port win, Brisbane win, you'd obviously lose. Gold Coast win, then Essendon will still not be in the top 8 side. We'll have to see if Gold Coast. They're playing North Melbourne, of course, but Gold Coast have not won an away game so far, so you can't trust them too much. And North have improved a bit last few weeks. guys. Langford mark. It's a straight kick, but it's far out. If he can get this though, it's 35 points. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. While I drink this cool water. Will Langford's kick also be cool? I shall find out right now. Can Langford kick it as cool as my water? What was that, man? What was that? What? Come on, man. That one, I can understand, like, maybe if he didn't get enough power on it, but, like, to kick it that far wide, I mean... 30 points. We're on for a draw, guys. Collingwood need 5 goals. This is no more behinds. Mr. Cat just said it as well. Now you can see evidence I said it before, Mr. Cat, because now you can see when the chat pops up for me. Excuse me. How are Collingwood losing to this? They've not been playing well, mate. They played well in the first quarter, and since then they've been asleep. They made so many errors. The amount of unforced errors from Collingwood is crazy. Imagine I told you 2 years ago that Essendon can't beat the top 4 teams. No, your thing literally popped up when after I said it. So on the screen is when I'm talking. So your message popped up after I said it. The stream delay is like when you type your thing in the chat, it will be on my stream afterwards. It doesn't come at the same time. Oh, that's a goal. There you go. Big goal there for Collingwood. Collingwood's last goal 24 minutes into the second. Well, you just jinxed it, mate. Mark for right. So a 10-minute video. Awesome, bro. So that was I didn't expect the video to do that well, but it did. Apparently, a lot of people want to watch me eat KFC. Goal for the Dons! Back to 31 points. 31 points, 12:57 on the clock. I feel like that's a very healthy lead there. Collingwood to get that back unanswered will be very tough. Watching me chat on the juicy chicken. My days, mate. Who's Essendon pretenders? Hello, for legends, welcome. Have you recovered from the loss to Freo? That's a hard thing to recover from. My check mark. By the way, this is the team that this Essendon team. Wait, what? They're gonna review it. Okay, it might have been a behind. No, he marked it on the line. No, I don't know. Maybe he controlled it after he was the line. To be fair. Because it looked like he marked it on the line, but then he let go of the ball. So maybe that's what they're looking at. I think the Suns are behind. Please, BT, you could show Collingwood bias more blatantly. It could still be in. I don't know, actually. I think there's a behind. I think it's a behind. Insufficient evidence is the decision. So it's umpire's call, so it's a mark then. Okay. What I was going to say is the team that's 31 points up against Collingwood is the same team that Mas McGee thought would lose to North Melbourne. Just had to bring that up. Go Collingwood. On the list, Collingwood. They're not, mate. Why would they be on the list? They might be on the list for losing to Gold Coast. I think Dacos was trying to be a bit too clever there. He was going to give it a Glibra there, of course. I don't know what he was trying. I mean, I get what he was trying, but like he made it too obvious. Like he just ran off. Like at least make it look believable, mate. I mean, 4 goals on a behind in 9.5 minutes is not impossible. But can they actually do it? That's the question. Unanswered as well. Most of Essendon's games are at Marvel MCG. I think they leave Melbourne once before the end of the season, so if they win this, they got nice, you know, at least in terms of like travel, their fixtures are favourable. They'll still have some tough games, of course, but they'd bite your hand up for this position at the start of the season. play Essendon next week. Well, that's a big game. Big goal. That was a really good goal as well. Okay, it might not be over. 19 points, 7 minutes 38 on the clock. It's a fundraiser match for Reach Foundation. My check having an issue. My check straight to the doctor's room. Bobby Hill's injured. Collingwood got a big mark, but the umpire called it back despite Collingwood playing the advantage, so mark from Mackay. He saves them. For once it wasn't an alarm, just a phone call. come. I've already got both KFC and McDonald's adverts running around the MCG. They both get a piece of the pie. I think Essendon are doing enough to make sure Collingwood don't get enough points. $81,711 is the attendance at this game. Hello, Doctor's Level, welcome. Left. Another one. Bro, all of Collingwood's goals in this quarter are just long range. Just hit and hope and it goes in. It's 13 points! 2 minutes 44 on the clock. If they get a goal from this bounce, they could well do it. This is why I describe Collingwood as bacteria. They keep finding ways to come back. They come back from anything. These mofos. They are literally bacteria. You keep trying to get rid of it, and it just keeps coming back. Magpies have got possession. Essendon's pressure's good enough for now. Free kick Collingwood. It's feel like a million for Essendon check against Collingwood. Dacos hits a mark. If he gets this accurate, it's 7 points. Dacos misses, he missed. It's touched behind. Now it's 2 goals. 1:41 on the clock. Remember last year when I think it was St Kilda, right, in the gather round? They scored 2 goals in a minute against Collingwood in the last minute of the game. They still lost, of course, but they only lost by 6 points. 2 goals in a minute, very much possible. A draw would be, I think, hilarious. That was a good clearance there. Straight back to them though. There's no one forward for the Dons. Straight back to Essendon for Collingwood. There you go. 58 seconds left is not happening. They just got to take their time now. Just keep possession. Essendon just got to keep the ball for about... Yeah, they just got to keep the ball now if it's done. Well, that was a good ending. But in the end, they are going to do it. The Dons. That big error at the start of the quarter definitely cost Collingwood. Dons turned up. They did indeed. It took him a quarter to wake up, but they did eventually. There you go. What a win. That's their first win against a team in the 8. The Bombers are flying up. I'd just like to point out as well, the Bombers have left Melbourne once since round 9. So they played up to round 8. You got Marvel MCG, then you got People's First Stadium. Since then, Melbourne, 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 Gabba. They don't leave Melbourne until round 24. That's pretty significant, especially when you think about it. They're good at Marvel as well, generally. So they've got potential here to secure top 4. Especially looking at this, against Adelaide and St Kilda, you'd think they'd win those. I guess a Freo, you never know. Freo can pull something off, but then Gold Coast don't win away. Sydney will be tough, but the point is they don't travel much. So after this win as well, they've got a real good chance of securing top 4. Actually solidifying their place there. So, yeah. I still don't understand this. What I still would like. That's an alarm. What I still hate here is the fact that Freo Richmond is a night game, but Geelong Hawthorn isn't. That's a disgrace. Whoever decided this, they need to be put on a list, and not just my list. They need to be put on multiple lists. How is this a night game, but this isn't? How dare you? How dare you? Anyway. But yeah, interesting. Why has the ladder just gone back to that? Why can't it just update to the proper thing? The Bombers are third right now. There we go. Freo need night games. Do they? For what? Eighth for Melbourne list together. Essendon have scored 1355 points, conceded 1356 points, meaning they conceded one more point and scored. Yeah, but they're still third place, mate, so that has to be pointed out there. They'll be fourth regardless. Yeah, but I want the ladder right now, mate, not the ladder after tomorrow. So Brisbane overtake Collingwood if they win. Who saw that coming after the first? I don't know. So obviously Collingwood lost their first 3 games, but they went on a win streak after that. There's a lot of significance on Port Adelaide Western Bulldogs, for sure. So yeah, that is all from me. I am off all 3 days this weekend. Well, I'm off today and this weekend. So things are looking fine. It's a good week for me. A couple of days ago, I got a phone call about a job offer. So I got a job guaranteed after my current place closes down. So that's good. But yeah, today obviously got this stream, and then I'll be streaming my reaction to the Euros later on. Quarterfinals today, 2 games. And then there's 2 games tomorrow, and also tomorrow there's 2 AFL games to react to. And then there's well, on Sunday I'm going to the F1, so on Sunday I'll be occupied all day anyway. So I think the tipping video might just be a shorts video again this weekend. But yeah, we still don't know what we're going to do for the member milestone yet, but at the moment it's looking like Stupid Idiots live. That might be what we're going to do soon. But yeah. It's been fun, and I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Obviously, special shout out to the 2 Big Trooper members. Obviously, if you're in the second tier, you got to be in every video, and that is Ravino and Ethan Kelly, aka KV8 Productions. Get ready to cry. Get ready to cry. When England lose, nah, mate. We're gonna win. I got faith in the boys. We're gonna beat Switzerland. Anyway, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye. I'm definitely more excited for today than tomorrow though, because you got Spain, Germany, and Portugal, France. Good night. Well, good night to you. For me, it's good afternoon. See you later, people.